Good morning, friends. It's just me and the chickens up. That's a rooster. But anyway, we are going to make homemade hamburger helper. Now listen, it's quick, it's easy. It's just as easy as the box stuff. You know the ingredients. You have them in your pantry. It's super easy. Now listen, my husband loves hamburger helper. I don't know why. One year he asked for it for his birthday dinner. And I was like, are you serious? All the things that I can cook and you want boxed hamburger helper? I did it. I don't know why he wanted it, but he did. He's a pasta lover, so I'm assuming that's why. But I am going to make the homemade version, and I guarantee you it's going to be a lot better. So inside of my Le Creuset, she's French. She's shapely. Isn't she lovely? Anyway, I get sidetracked. I've got 2 pounds of ground beef and probably half a cup to 3/4 cups of an onion. You can leave out the onion, maybe just add you some onion powder instead. We're gonna add some salt, pepper, this is of course the pepper. I found my peppercorns. So that's it for now. I'm gonna put it on the stove and we're gonna get that ground beef cooked up. So let me tell you a quick story real quick. So Kim, my YouTube friends, she made a comment when I did my busy day mom meal about how when her kids were younger, she milked 100 cows and she would put their dinner in the oven and set the timer for the oven to click on. And when they came in for milking, the dinner was ready. And I was like, I want a stove like that. I have one. I have had this stove for years because I just kind of use them till they fall apart. And it has that feature on there. And I have never once even paid attention to what that was. And I was like, are you serious, Krista? Are you serious right now that you have that function on your oven? You didn't even know? I mean, come on, girl. This is your world. This is your world. So anyway, thanks, Kim, for that comment. Now I do too have that function. Now I got to figure out how to use it. It's going to be great, like if I'm outside in the yard or whatever. Anyway. Leave it to me. So look around at your appliances. Maybe you have one too. Maybe you're not a goofball and you already knew you had it. So anyway, we're gonna brown up this ground beef. I'm gonna come back. I don't know. So what I started to say, and I hit my clicker, was probably my refrigerator makes coffee and I didn't know it. Not really, but listen, knowing me, it's hard to tell. Okay, so our ground beef is browned and if you have any grease from it, drain all of that off. We're gonna do, now you can half this recipe if you want to. I'm using 2 pounds of ground beef because I'm feeding 5 people today. So you could totally half this recipe. So we've got some garlic powder here and we're gonna do about a teaspoon of that. And then we're gonna do some chili powder, same thing, about a teaspoon of that. Never afraid of spice, so I'm not gonna measure it. To that, we're gonna add a couple tablespoons of tomato paste. I love the convenience of these in this tube, and I can just put them in my fridge. So I'm gonna eyeball about 2 tablespoons. A little more there, because there we go. All right, so I've got 2 pounds of ground beef. Okay. Got that. Now, I'm gonna give that a quick stir in. And to that, we're gonna add some beef broth. So I'm gonna measure it so you know exactly how much, because we're gonna cook those noodles. So if you're halving it, of course, half the beef broth. All right, so this is beef broth. I guess there's several different kind of hamburger helpers, aren't there? So we're doing a cheesy mac hamburger helper. Oh, wait. There's 2 cups. I should just put the whole thing in, so put one. Okay. So that's 4 cups of beef broth if you're using my recipe. Okay, so we're gonna take this back to the stove. Let me give this a quick stir. We're gonna take this back to the stove. We're gonna give it a boil. You know what I'm going to do? I'm gonna probably do this whole pack of macaronis. I'm gonna add a little bit of water. I want enough broth to cook the noodles, but I want it to cook down too. So I'm gonna add, let's do a half a cup of water too. I don't want it to be soupy, but I want it to have enough liquid to cook the macaroni. So I'll just do that, and I'll see once I put the macaroni in if I need to add a little bit more liquid. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back on the stove. We're going to bring that to a boil, and then next we're gonna add the macaroni. See how quick this is? Super simple, no time at all. Be right back. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Today's payroll, so I'm working on the employees' payroll. So anyway, we've got a rolling boil going on back here with our mixture. So now in goes the macaroni. Went with the whole box. Give it a stir. Looks like I have enough liquid. So if you're using a whole box of I'm using elbow macaroni. I imagine it wouldn't matter what kind of pasta if you wanted to do the shells. So this is a 16-ounce box. So we did 4 cups of the beef broth and then a half a cup of water. So it looks like that's going to be the perfect ratio for water to noodle. Okay, so I'm going to give this a chance to cook. I'm going to reduce my heat a little bit. And I'm going to put on my lid. And I'm going to check it, and we'll set a timer. Let's set the timer for, let's say 12 minutes. That way we can check the noodles, see for doneness, and go from there. And I'll be right back. I'm going back to working on payroll. Now, I want you to look at this perfection. Okay, so it was 10 minutes for the macaroni to get done. I like mine a little al dente, so cook it to your preference. Steam facial. So anyway, listen, these are the exact same steps as the box hamburger helper. This is so much cleaner than all of those box ingredients. It's just as easy, just as fun. So here we go. And look at this big pot I've got. The boys are gonna be so happy about that. There's that burger and macaroni concoction mixed together. Now comes the fun part. Shredded cheese. Now I had a block of mild cheddar. You could probably use the stuff that's already shredded. I wanted to use this up. I made salsa when I got home last night from work, and I had my beautiful new food processor out, and I thought, well, I've got it dirty. I'll go ahead and shred my cheese. That's what I did. Kind of planned ahead. So I'm gonna start out with 2 cups. We're gonna get that stirred in. We're gonna see if we need more. Those are my little roosters. Listen, we have 3 little chickens that come out, and that sounds like Carol. Carol's actually a boy. I didn't know Carol was a boy when I named her Carol. And also Sissy. Sissy's a boy. Also didn't know that he was a boy when I named him Sissy. Okay, so there's 2 cups. Oh, this looks so good. Okay, I'm gonna give it a try. Shut my mouth. That's delicious. I don't think I need any more salt or pepper. Try it. Always taste your food. I think I'm gonna come in with just a little bit more cheese because we like a cheesy. Try another half cup. I'm gonna put it back on the stove just to get it nice and melted. Probably another minute. And this is ready to cool down and put in the fridge for lunch today. I'm gonna have to hide this from Brock. He gets a taste of this, it's done for. There we go. Quick, easy. All of the ingredients are in your pantry. Cheesy hamburger helper. Listen, friends, can't get any simpler than this. And you know what's in it. All right, friends, gotta go get ready for work. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Chris Country Kitchen.